Hi everyone, this is Diane. I have to make a card, actually 3 of them, for my coffee swap. So I thought, since I figured it all out, I would take you along. I cut out these cute little letters from Scrap Diva and gold, and I was going to glue them all. It says coffee, and I was going to put it on this. But I figured out I didn't have room for a sentiment, so I decided I'll just save all these for something else that I make. I have already made one set. These are all glued together, so these are not glued together. So I'm going to set these aside because I will need to glue those together. But right now we're going to do this. This paper, I think I cut the tab off. It's called Sweet Rush. It's American Craft. I picked it up at Joann's by has clouds, and then the other side had polka dots, and I got it for the polka dots, but I need the clouds, so we will use it for clouds. And I have this cardstock to match, so I'm going to use this, and I'll just put that on the card and get that base started. So I definitely know that's what I'm going to do. And I just cut it just, if it doesn't stick, and it is, so I'm going to add a little glue so I can kind of move it around a little bit, because otherwise it just sticks too fast and then I can't maneuver it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oops. Normally it wouldn't be a problem, but since I cut this paper so close to the size that I need it. All right, there we go. And then I'll have to probably do the same to this. Because I left it just so there's the teeniest little border. I need the clouds. Oh, I'm going to do the same thing. We'll get it just wet so I can move it around. Which I don't mind doing because, you know, it will help stick it anyways. I'm going to leave the inside of the card blank so they can use it for whatever they want. And sometimes you just need a quick birthday card or a get well card, and if you leave it more generic, I think the better off it is. So I am going to build a booth. That's going to be the setting. This is a Jaded Blossom die, and I really like her dies a lot. I do like the gnomes. I know a lot of people do not, but I do. I am going to darken this up with Finish Photo, just to I don't need to do that one. I need to do the boards just to give it some dimension. Or not dimension, I'm sorry, just to make it look a little I don't know what I want to say. Not really realistic, but it doesn't improve it, I think. Sometimes, not all the time, but on this I'm going to go with it. Just, I like things distressed, and some things I like not distressed. So, I mean, you can tell just the difference between, I don't know whether you can tell the difference or not, between being distressed and not being distressed. It looks a lot better with ink on it, doesn't it? So that's what we're going to do. And it doesn't matter, I don't think, how perfect it is or not perfect it is. Nobody's going to really outright notice, but they will notice a little, I think. Alright. So there's that. I'm going to put this up. And that's the only thing I did ink up. Now they got ink all over my hands. I am going to go ahead and glue this all together. Oh, I need to, before I forget, because I've done it in the past, is, yes, most people would probably put back black cardstock behind here, but I just, actually on this one, I don't think I even need to do that. And I don't need to do it on the bottom board, but I will need to do it on this board, so we'll just get it colored in. And then on this one, I'm just going to slightly move it just a hair crooked, because nobody crafts perfect, right? At least I don't. And I think it's fun. Oops, I'm going to put that, that's a big fat one. So, alright, so now we're going to get this glued on. This little booth, it's called Build a Booth from Jaded Blossoms, and it has all kinds of add-ons to it. It's got beach tiki, whoops, I didn't want to glue that. Whoopsie. Christmas, Easter, all the holidays. I like them anyways. So I tend to buy them. They are quite pricey, so it's not like you can buy a whole bunch at any one given one time, but I do buy the ones I really like. Okay, there's that board. Okay. All right. And for the last board, sorry I'm not in frame while I glue, but I have to see what I'm doing. And I'm sure you already knew how to glue, so you don't need to watch me glue. Okay, there we go. This takes up pretty much all the real estate on the card. But I just want the cloud to go through the little window there. Isn't that cute? Alright, so we'll get this glued on. It does come with boards that you can put vertically too instead of horizontally, but I normally do that. But on this particular one, I thought I would go with less die cutting, because goodness knows took me hours to die cut all this stuff. Alright, so now we are going to put, this is a heart that came out from, where did this come from? Something else I made. Oh, I think the coffee cups? I don't remember, but I saved them and says I have to make 3. And actually I kind of like the color. It kind of goes with what we're doing, so. This is also a stamp from Jaded Blossom. Oh, I remember what these are from. These are from those little heart donuts. That's the center of them. All right. So, it's coming along fairly fast. So now I'm going to do these little coffee cups. And these one had to be cut out individually because I wanted different colors. And I wanted the little stitching. Whoops. Before I forget, I need to put this coffee cup down. Or it's gonna, I'm not going to be able to lift it up. I almost forgot it. Alright. So I had to cut them all out individually. Otherwise I just would have ran the whole thing and just cut them out that way. Let's see, I think I'm missing... Oops, there it is. I thought I was. I had to do 2 pinks because I like pink. Oops. This is not poked out. Alright. I need another pokey tool. I'm telling you. I have 2 I got from the Dollar Tree and 1 I received in a swap. And it's not like my desk is really messy, because it's really not, but I don't know where I put it. I don't know. I guess I use it and I don't put it up like this. So I use this to scrape my cutting boards off when oh, here it is. I really like this. This was sent by, oh, what's her name? Deanna. Crafty Hogue or Hogue Crafty. She made this and I really like it. It's the only one I have. If anybody wants to send me one, great. One of these days I will learn how to do that, but for right now I don't. Yeah. Alright, there we go. This little pickup tool I got from Amazon. I really like it. It's the best one I've had. I've bought some at Hobby Lobby. I've bought one from I think Joann's. I picked one up here and there, but I'm telling you, this is the one I really like. It just always picks up. I wanted to dump that handle into the glue a little bit. Alright, and once I do, it just sticks, huh? I'm using Barely Art Glue, and I do, on some things, I do use this tacky glue that I got from the Dollar Tree. Actually, it's not bad, but I use it for things I know that will stick. I don't use it ever for shakers. Otherwise, I use Barely Art Glue. And this I'm using... This is my little bottle of Barely Art Glue, and I do use that on this because it is gold. And I want to make sure that it sticks very well. So, and there you have it. That was quick. Just the cutting took hours, but that didn't take hours. Alright, so we'll get this glued down. Alright. And I'm thinking I'm gonna have let's try to remember where I put it, but I do remember I put it here because I have the little gnome going on the left side. Okay, so that's done. So we'll put together the gnome. The gnome's fairly easy. Now since I'm doing paper on paper and I'm not worrying, I do use this glue. And for the gnome, you need to put the beard on first. And I use Copics to color his mustache and beard. And I use Copics for the flesh tone too. And then you put on the little hat. And then you put on the mustache. The shoes. Okay. There you go. And then we're going to put on the nose. And the shoes. These come with a barefoot, but so you can have them barefooted, but I didn't want them barefooted. This paper here, that's from Echo Park. It's their coffee paper, and I thought it would go really well with the beans. So I used that, and this came with him holding a little coffee cup, so I'm going to use the little coffee cup. The little gnome comes with all kinds of little accessories, and you can use them anywhere. It doesn't have to be on the gnomes, but you can use them. I've used them on all kinds of things. Cards and projects. They also have the dies without the hands, so you can use them anywhere. Alright, so now we're going to just glue him on. And I have the little girl gnome too. But for the coffee, I figured, I'll just do him. So we're going to glue this on here. Just like that. See, these are where I was going to use the letters. I was going to put them up here. And I cut out the letters. I told you I didn't have room for the sentiment, but I was just going to put them up here and not do a sentiment, but I'm glad it worked out that way. All right, so and to fill this corner up, I am going to glue on these flowers that I made out of coffee filters. I made them especially for this project, so I want to get them used up. I don't know how many other times I will use round flowers, but there you go. And there's my card. Blank. And I did make 3 because the swap is send in 2, but I'm making 1 for the hostess also. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I think she's guessed by now that I'm making her, since I'm posting all of this before I send it in, just so I can have some videos to post. Anyways, the next thing I'm going to be doing is back topper. Then I have to do 3 embellishment books. And I have an idea of what I'm going to do for that. So just stay tuned for that, I guess. And thank you so much for dropping by, and have a very blessed day. We'll see you later. Bye.